doing the varsity ball? Who's doing the varsity ball? Okay. I mean, the only thing is I just got to reach this. That's only. Hey. Yeah.
Up here.
Oh yeah, started.
Ricardo. Partner. Mickey. 3. Jordan.
You want to look at John?
Yes, please. But they said it wasn't from back there.
Is there another chair like that?
You got my marker?
Nah.
You know who the starters are?
Yes.
Is that why you calling me?
One store coming up. Walk down. You just start to pick up. Rock and roll. Just rock and roll. Good time. In 3rd limit.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the season home opener for your Stephen Decatur Seahawks JV. I'm Sean McChrystal. I'm joined by Nolan Soares, making his broadcasting debut. Nolan, how you doing?
Doing pretty good, Sean. How are you doing?
I'm doing very good. Excited for this terrific matchup we have here between the Stephen Decatur Seahawks and the Washington Jaguars. Starting lineups for the Seahawks tonight. Jordan Bredenberg, Jai Jackson, Ricardo Copes, Parker Harrington, and Nicky Soares. Washington wins the tip, immediately misses. Harrington comes down with the rebound. Copes looking to push. Pass deflected by the Cougars to Jaguars, deflected out of bounds.
One thing with the Seahawks defense for this JV, I think it's going to be pretty good. I've heard a lot about the team this year. I've heard that it's going to be pretty solid, especially with the personnel that we got on the team.
That's very good to hear. Defense wins championships, as they say. Ball stolen by Washington. Shawnell Jones with the ball. Looking around, looking to set up the offense. The three is good. Nasir Bailey puts the Jaguars on top. Copes directing the offense. Harrington calling for the ball. Harrington the post. Out to Soares. Soares for three. It's good, and the foul. Nicky Soares with the potential of a 4-point play.
What a great shot right in the corner. Grabbed that ball, put it right up to the hoop, drawed that foul, got that real nice, and swished it in.
Yo, call your man out.
The Seahawks looking to take the lead.
We didn't shake on it. Call your man out. We up.
This game has started off very fast paced, as the Seahawks like to run, as we saw a lot last year. Four-point play will not happen, but Soares comes up with his own rebound. Jackson looking to set up the offense, gives to Copes. Back to Jackson. Harrington calling for it. Harrington in the middle. To Soares. Soares for three, and he gets fouled again. 3 free throws coming up here for Nicky.
Another great draw of the foul right there by number 12, Nicky Soares, now stepping back up to the line for another 2 points.
He will be getting 3 free throws, as that was a 3-point shot First free throw short.
Let's go, Nikki.
Coach Corey wants them to make those free throws there, as you probably heard at home.
One thing with this offense that the Seahawks are bringing, we got a really fast pace, but they can really slow it down if we really need to, which is really a good thing. I mean, I'm sure you've seen a lot of basketball, Sean, but I think that's a great thing, especially from the years that I've played in C.
Yeah, definitely, especially when you get towards the end of the game. Defense starts to wear out because of how fast you're going. Seahawks take the first lead of the night. Third free throw is good. Seahawks take 5-3 lead. 6 minutes, 53 seconds left in this first quarter. Seahawks running the press. Nasir drives, rejected by Harrington. Copes on the fast break. And then nice finish with the left hand. Seahawks running this full court press. Washington trying to inbound, they do. Looking to push. Ball's deflected out of bounds. Will remain Washington's ball.
That was a great defensive play right there. Got him right in the little trap, right at the half-court possession, getting ready. And Nicky Soares jumped up for that ball and got that out of bounds.
Washington did inbound. Number 5, Nasir, driving. Jump ball. It's going to be Seahawks basketball.
I know I was just talking about that offense, but this defense looks really good as well this year. I think we have a really good potential of low-scoring games and then high-scoring games on offense for the Seahawks this year.
Seahawks passing it around. Inside to Harrington, outside to Soares, just overthrew him. Will be Washington basketball. Nasir Bailey to inbound.
Good, get back in front.
Gives to Charnel Jones. Jones driving to the hoop. Rejected by Bredenberg. Washington will keep it. One thing I like about the Seahawks JV team is they have a lot of height.
They do. They do. They have a lot of people that have big, long, lengthy arms. I mean, everything about them's good, and they're all athletic as well.
Seahawks looking to push. Nicky driving to the basket, pump fake, out to Copes. Copes for 3. It's good. Ricardo Copes. And they're going to call a foul here. On Nicky Soares. That'll be his first. Chappie Stokes checking in the game for Nicky.
I will tell you, Chappie has been talking to me all day about this game. He's been waiting for this season or opening for the 2024-2025 season.
That's what you like to hear. Ball stolen by Jackson. Jackson underneath the hoop and one. Seahawks offense off to a hot start. We're going to have Caden Sharkey checking in the game here for Jordan Bredenberg. As we see a highlight here of the 3 to Copes. Wet like water. Jackson completes the 3-point play. Washington's going to take a timeout. We'll be right back after this short break.
5:37.
She say that I'm cool. I'm like, yeah, that's true.
Seahawks up 13-3, 5 minutes, 37 seconds left in this first quarter. Nolan, how you feeling?
Feeling pretty good. I mean, I think we're going to have a good game. I mean, the Washington Jaguars are really moving the ball around on the defense, but Seahawks are playing pretty solid right now.
Jones kicks to the corner, 3-ball, no good. Ball's going to stay with Washington. Seahawks couldn't come up with that rebound there. Seahawks inbound to Jones. Jones directing the offense. Taylor trying to drive, passes inside. 3-second violation on Jack Mason. Seahawks looking very good, coming off a tough loss versus Easton on Saturday. Chevy Stokes inside to Sharkey, back out to Stokes, inside to Harrington, nice pass and the finish.
That was a great pass by Chappie. Nice to see him right down in that left corner, getting on that box, ready to put that ball up.
Ricardo Copes is going to foul Mason Bailey there. That'll be Copes' first. We have Keenan Sandifer checking into the game here for Parker Harrington. Mason Bailey. Pass deflected by Copes. He was trying to get it to Jack Mason there. Washington having some trouble inbounding the ball. Mason Bailey gets it poked away. Copes comes up with it. Pass ahead to Keenan. Bad pass. Washington looking to push. Euro step by Jones. Offensive foul. Jai Jackson taking the charge, laying his body on the line.
Good recognition on Jai Jackson right there. Seeing him driving through the paint pretty fast, taking that nice little block.
Yeah, I know. Hey, hello.
Copes directing the offense. Seahawks passing it around. Stokes for three, just short. Ball batted around. The Jaguars come up with it. Foul will be on Caden Sharkey as we have Caleb Wise checking in the game here.
Man, double fist.
Seahawks running this very effective full court press.
Don't reach, get back, get solid. Got one, get back.
Pass, bad pass there. I'm not sure what happened, probably slipped. Seahawks commanding this game early as Washington seemingly hasn't been able to get anything going. Just 3 points scored in this first quarter. Seahawks passing it around. Nicky over to Wise. Wise drives the floater. Offside iron. Mason Bailey looking to get something started for this Washington offense. Haven't been able to find much of anything. Jones kicks to Bailey. Bailey the floater. Thought he was fouled, but Wise stepped out of bounds.
Ooh, bad luck right there. I mean, he got that deflection pretty good. Got up with that rebound when the ball was in the air. I mean that's just bad luck. I mean, can't really do anything about that one.
Pass deflected by Nicky Soares. Washington retains possession. Jones passed it inside. Ball batted around. Taylor with the shot. It's no good. Rebound Sharkey. Seahawks looking to push. Stokes thought about it. Wise inside to Keenan to Sharkey. Floater too strong. Keenan comes up with the offensive board. Out to Wise. Seahawks looking to slow it down. Stokes, pump fake. Kick out to Suarez. Suarez to Keenan, off the glass. They're going to say took too many steps.
Hey, half court, half court, half court.
Hearing from the court, sounds like we're going to be starting a half-court press now. We don't want to press up on any more full court. Looks like we're just trying to stop the points from keep going up too high, but still getting in that 2-3 defense, it looks like, getting ready for this offensive drive.
Taylor, kick out to Jones. Jones. 2 Joneses on this team. Jones pulls up from 3. Too strong. Sharkey with the offensive board. Looking to push. Pass to Suarez. Great pass. And the finish.
Great look by Caden Sharkey right there. I mean, got Nicky right there down in the corner. Nicky drove in and got that layup real quick, nice and easy.
Washington hasn't put anything on the board since their opening shot. For 3, still no good. Wise comes with the rebound. Pass to Sandifer. Out of control a little bit, the Seahawks offense is. Shot from the corner, air ball. Seahawks looking to slow it down.
Yeah, it looks like the Seahawks are slowing this ball down now. I mean, we're getting to the end of the first quarter with 1 minute and 45 seconds left.
And Nolan, break down for us why the Seahawks defense has been so effective.
I would say the Seahawks defense has just been really good just because we got really good, tall, athletic guys. I mean, you can't beat that. When you have a team with 4 or 5 really tall, athletic guys, I mean, it's really hard first to get shots up. I mean, it's really hard to get that ball through the paint because they got that arm reach from down to their legs, down almost to 8 feet up in the air.
As you saw that nice finish by Sharkey. The score is now 19-3. Seahawks with 1:11 to go. And Nicky Suarez with the steal and the finish. 21-3.
Hey, get back, half court, get back.
Couldn't ask for a much better start than this. Jones to Jones. Ball batted around. Suarez comes up with it. He's driving. Reverse layup, no good. He comes back up with it for 3. Bang!
I mean, that you can't beat that right there. You put up a layup, you kind of get it a little off balance right there, and then you get that ball back, get it to the corner. I mean, shoot that ball for a 3 and swish it. I mean, you can't beat that.
Wise with the steal, 2-on-1. He's going to take it himself. Layup is good. 26-3. Ball almost stolen again. Jones looking to set up this offense. Washington looking for answers. Rejected, but they're going to call a foul on Wise.
Pretty close call right there. Looked like he came a little bit down on him and bumped him in the hip about when he jumped. So I think that's why they called that foul there. But, I mean, that was really good defense right there.
Washington looking to put up their first points since their first shot of the night. First free throw, no good. What does Washington have to do better to find some offense?
I would think that Washington needs to move the ball around a lot. It looks like they're just trying to get a couple, 1 or 2 passes, and then one of the kids or a couple of the kids are just trying to get through the paint real quick and just kind of put up a floater and get a lucky shot. They moved the ball around a little bit, moved around with the defense a little bit. I think they could do really
Seahawks
good.
can hold for the final shot, as that was not a smart decision there. Ball almost got stolen.
Get in there and shoot it. Back up.
Carson Knox gives to Wise. 1 second on the clock. I don't think he's aware, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter. Your Stephen Decatur Seahawks lead 26-4. We'll be back at the start of the second. Start of the second quarter, your Seahawks lead 26-4, 22-point lead in the first, at the end of the first quarter. Nolan, what's your analysis of the game so far?
Right now, I think that the Seahawks are doing pretty good. I mean, the Washington Jaguars, I think maybe in halftime get a little more plans going. I mean, you never know. Maybe they can fix something up in about 10 to 30 seconds with this small little break between the quarters.
Absolutely. Take some time to hydrate. Pass inside. Batted around. Knox comes up with it. Wise for 3. Air ball. They're going to call push foul on Ricardo Copes. That's his second of the game. You do not want him in foul trouble.
That's a tough foul right there because she's going up for the ball as well. But as soon as you make that hip contact with the other player's back of the hip, it's really going to make some deflection there, and it's going to cause the ref to see it more.
Totally agree with that. And they're going to call steps on Terrian Taylor. Copes directing the offense. Wise to Knox. Knox, ball just slipped. Jones with the layup, and it is good. Seahawks getting a little too complacent here. You got to keep your foot on the gas pedal.
I definitely agree with that, Sean. I mean, you can't slow down at all.
Copes driving, nice pass to Wise, and it's good.
Great feed pass right there, right to the chest. Nice little put up right there, about, I would say, 5 feet out. Great shot.
Jones, he's handled the ball a lot. Pass into Bryce Baker, sitting in the stands. I mean, Bryce was open.
He was open, but I mean, I'll tell you, he ain't ready for basketball. It looks like he's down there with his camera. Shout out Bryce Cams. Hopefully we can get him some followers here.
Absolutely. Ricardo Copes still directing this offense. Gives to Knox. Knox inside to Harrington. Ball batted away. Jones, nice move. Didn't come up with the finish. That's what we like to call $1 million move, 10-cent finish right there.
Yes, sir. That's what we call it.
Harrington to inbound. Cope, sort of the leader of this team. See him directing the offense a lot, as they're going to double Knox and get the easy steal and the easy finish. Knox has got to be more aware there.
I definitely agree. I mean, if we let up the foot off the gas, I mean, things could definitely kind of crumble down, I would say. I mean, they got a couple small guys, but they got 2 or 3 big guys as well. I mean, those small guys look a little shifty.
Knox for 3, too strong. Washington looking to push. That's Jones. Handled the ball most of the game. Ball deflected by Copes. One-on-one, Copes driving in the nice finish.
You can see it right on there. He tried to draw the foul, but I mean, he took control of that ball and put it up for a layup right on the left side.
This looks like bad pass. Ball almost stolen. Cross-court pass into the Seahawks bench.
Man, I will tell you, I thought that was coming up here for a second, Sean.
Were you ready?
I was ready.
Coach Corey having some words for Ricardo Copes. Seahawks looking to extend their lead.
Not there. Swing it.
Cross-court pass. Tried to pass inside to Harrington. Ball got deflected. Jerome Frazier with the nice drive. They're going to call blocking foul.
Looked like his feet were moving a little bit. I'm not sure exactly, though. I don't know. That could have gone both ways, in my opinion.
2 shots here for Jerome Frazier. First free throw is good. Nolan, take us through, what are you looking forward to most about the Seahawks JV team?
I mean, everybody on this team knows each other, and that's a good thing. I mean, having that relationship with everybody, that bonding, everybody's been playing with each other for a while. I mean, Ocean City Rec, all that stuff really comes together, brings people together. I mean, especially with all these kids. I mean, everybody's athletic. I mean, we only have a couple kids, maybe 2 or 3 towns away from us that are really pretty good players at basketball. But I mean, I think they could blend in a little bit good as well.
That was a nice pass in there to Jackson, but he tried to pass to Harrington. Pass went out of bounds. Washington trying to find an answer here. They've been searching for it all night. Jones dishes it off, back to Jones. Ball deflected. Washington trying to inbound here, having some trouble. He just throws it up. Lucky that ball wasn't stolen. Pass to the corner. Corner 3, air ball once again. And great job right there by Chappie Stokes to throw it off of Gavin Hammond.
4.5 minutes left, looks like, Sean. I mean, I will tell you, I mean, these Jaguars are really stepping their game up, it looks like. I mean, their defense is getting pretty solid. Something must have happened during that between first and second quarter.
As we see some of the varsity guys come in here, what's your score prediction for the varsity game?
Ooh, that's a great question. I'm going to say 65 to 34. I think it's going to be a pretty good game for the Seahawks varsity.
As we saw Jai Jackson there make that 3. They're going to call it jump ball. Will be Seahawks basketball. Great hustle by the Seahawks.
Coming back to that varsity, guys, I mean, we have a lot of football players, too. I mean, 2-time state champs 2 years in a row. I mean, that is pretty good. 6 football players on the basketball roster.
Wow. As we see Jackson Scott into Harrington. Harrington into Sharkey. Sharkey down low. No good. Scott with the rebound. Puts it up. Too strong. Washington, the Washington player, Gavin Hammond, was throwing some elbows there. As they're going to call a foul here on Jackson Scott.
I will tell you, down there when they were going for that jump ball, that Jaguars player was really throwing his elbows around. I mean, I would have thought it would have been a little bit of foul, but looked a little bit clean down there, I guess.
Yeah, I was sort of surprised, but, you know, we don't have the view that the referees do from on the court.
That is completely true.
Washington inbounds to Jones, primary ball handler for this Washington team. Gives to Hammond. Hammond to Taylor. Taylor stuck in the corner, gets deflected. It's going to stay with Washington.
The 2 big things I would say that are introduced in high school basketball, it's first the shot clock, and then you also have the physicality. I mean, it really steps up its game with that. I mean, the refs really like to see the players play until it gets to a certain level, which I think is really good for them because they're trying to get them to the next level as well if they go.
Agree with that. Jackson to inbound here. Inbounds to Harrington. Out to Stokes. Stokes back down low to Harrington. Harrington over the defender, and it's good.
I will tell you, Parker Harrington will be a great basketball player, I believe, when he grows up. I mean, he is just a monster. I mean, he's about 6'4". He's a great player. I mean, he jumps tall. He's just a great player all around.
They're going to call a backcourt violation. As you were mentioning, Parker Harrington going to be a great player. That's going to be big because this Decatur varsity team has a lot of seniors.
That is true. There are a lot of seniors. I mean, next year they definitely have some steps, some big steps they're going to have to take up. But I mean, I think we'll be pretty solid next year as well. I mean, it's all about the learning on JV. It's getting them prepared for varsity.
Great ball movement there by the Seahawks. They're going to call a foul on Washington here. Ref's still figuring it out. They're going to give the foul to Terrion Taylor. His first of the night. Harrington, too strong on the first free throw. As your first impression, how you feeling about the Atlantic Orthopedics Slam Cam?
It's pretty good, I'll tell you that. I mean, it's getting good quality, I'll tell you that. It's definitely good.
As Harrington misses both free throws, Seahawks come up with the rebound, and Caden Sharkey is going to go to the line, try to make 2 more.
Getting back to that slam cam, I don't know how much JV will be, but I mean that will probably be some good highlights for the varsity guys. I mean, some of those guys, the whole varsity team, I would say, is probably around 6 foot or above. I mean, with Duncan, that's just great. I mean,
first free throw, no good for Sharkey. Seahawks team struggling a little bit in the free throw percentage.
Yeah, I mean, they haven't been making too many. I think that's definitely a little thing they could work on at practice. I mean, before you leave, you got to make 10 foul shots in a row, 5 foul shots in a row, and keep progressing over the practices into the season.
There's always something you can work on, as they say.
Get back.
As Hammond comes up with the rebound, Seahawks have now missed 4 straight free throws. Not what you want to see. Jones to Hammond in the corner. No good. Rebound Washington. Tries to go up with it. They're gonna get refs haven't signaled it yet. They're gonna get Caleb Wise on the foul there. His second.
I will say, Sean, I mean, with these fouls, I mean, we could start getting in foul trouble. I mean, they could start really scoring points. I mean, that's not what we want at all. I mean, coming back into the second half, though, maybe things will change.
Seahawks lead 35-10, 2 minutes, 23 seconds left in the second period. As we're going to have Kyer White checking into the game here. First free throw was no good. Second free throw will go. Sharkey to inbound to Bentley Davis. Davis was struggling a little bit.
You ready to shoot?
Wise gets fouled there. Hard foul by Terry and Taylor.
Looks like we're setting up a little play for the Seahawks right
Hey,
here.
John, take it out. Caleb, get where Kyer is. No,
As
in front.
This mic is amazing. I can hear everything the coach is saying.
Yes, definitely. I mean, I have heard good things about Coach Corey. First year JV coach, actually. Brought him in this year. Heard a lot of good things about him.
Brought him in from James M. Bennett. As Seahawks took too many steps there. It's going to be Jaguars ball. Ball will be stolen by Bentley Davis. Bentley got his pass deflected, came back to him. Gives to Jackson. Back to Bentley. Bentley trying to drive, and he took too many steps. A lot of travels this game.
There are a lot. I mean, you know, first game, everything's gotta, you know, they say soak in. You gotta let everything, you know, come together. I mean, the first game is always hard. You know, there's a lot of things that the coach will find that things need to fix up. But by the end of the year, I think a lot of things will be solidified pretty good.
You always get butterflies your opening game.
Yes, you do. I mean, I will say I was getting a couple 30 seconds before this broadcast, I was getting a little bit. First year, you know.
Yep. It's minute 38 left. Seahawks lead 35-11. Washington to inbound. They give to Jones. He gets it blocked. Up ahead. Travel. I'm not really sure what happened there. Kyer White looked like he went up to try and lay it up and just chose not to lay it up.
Looked like he was just a little bit too late, you know. I mean, he probably could have put it up right at the last second, but looked like he tried to take his little gather step and then thought he was going to go out of bounds. He kind of just threw it up and hit the bottom of the board.
This is going to be a foul on Jai Jackson. And that is 5 fouls, so the Jaguars will be shooting free throws. for the rest of this quarter. New rule, MPSSAA put in last year. 5 free throws in a quarter, you're in the bonus plus. There is no bonus 1-on-1 anymore.
Yeah, I definitely do agree with that. I mean, especially when you're coming to these this level up here at high school. I mean, I think fouls are really a big thing. I mean, you gotta stay composed, and you gotta be able to play the game of basketball without getting in that foul trouble to really have a great game. I mean, it's hard sometimes, but I believe that a lot of people can do it once they put their mind to it.
Second free throw will go. Bentley Davis took too many steps. Seahawks are taking way too many steps this game.
Yeah, it looked like he tried to pass it, and then defender got in front of him, and then he kind of just slid his back foot a little bit too much, kind of came up, I guess.
We're going to see Chappie Stokes check into the game for him. Screen set by Hammond. Washington driving, no good. Blocked. Back out for 3. 3 is no good. They're going to call foul on Wise. As these last 2 minutes of the second quarter have gone by very slowly.
They have. I mean, definitely can't be fouling like this all the time. I mean, you gotta really stay together as a team. I mean, fouls can really become a problem once you get to the end of the game. I mean, foul shots do count in big places at certain times.
Nazir Bailey at the line. First free throw will go. Seahawks lead 35-13, minute 6 to go in the second period. I will not be joining you for the second half of JV, but I will be on for the whole varsity game. It was a pleasure joining you, Nolan, for your first time.
Yes, sir. It was a great time. I can't wait to do it next time.
Andrew Patton, my partner for varsity, will be joining you in the second quarter or in the second half. You did a great job for your first time.
Appreciate it, Sean. I mean, you know, you always gotta see what the melting pot will do. You know, I mean, felt like a little bonding kind of thing going on right here, Sean. I mean,
oh, nice block there by Sean Charnell Jones. 46 seconds remaining. As ball's loose, they're gonna call travel here on the Seahawks. Seems like it's the theme of the night.
Yeah, that was a very tough call. I mean, Jai Jackson dove on the ground for the ball and then kind of rolled up on his butt from his left side. So, I mean, it is travel.
I think one ref signaled travel, the other signaled over and back.
Gotcha.
As nice steal there by White. White driving, gets it poked away. As Washington can now hold for the last shot of the second quarter.
I will say that is definitely not a good sign. I mean, if they get this, they get a good shot off before don't let us do. I mean, that could definitely set a tone for the second half. I do think that the Seahawks will go back to the locker room, though, and get things together. Maybe lower the foul, get the foul trouble down, and then really get back together.
That's a nice pass inside the Seahawks. The Seahawks can now hold for the final shot if they choose to, and it looks like they will. Seahawks setting it up for the final shot here. And Jai Jackson pulls up from all the way from the town of Berlin, and it's no good. That's it for your second quarter, 35-15 Seahawks. It's great to join you, Nolan.
You too, Sean. It was a pleasure. Hopefully we get on next game.
Yeah, definitely. 35-13 Seahawks. Nolan, we'll see you in the third quarter.
I'm my roommate. Got me scared. No, you just. No, I already got all my contest. I did mine.
Heck no. Never heard of it.
Either. That's why I don't even know where I want to go. That's bad. Oh, I know where I want to go. Never heard of it. I just know I don't want to go to Florida. You scared me. It's not bad. It's just like, basically, I know stuff.
I know. Hey, you have the
No, there should be in a bag. There should be in a bag.
you know where that line is?
Mr. Greenwood, is this when I start clapping for you again? Gotta start early. KP is 5-9.
I knew Frankie was gonna be.
Frankie is not fucking 6'4".
No, but see, I knew he was gonna be the captain. Yeah,
Oh damn.
I knew it.
Oh damn. Why though? Oh, I guess he's kind of like energetic.
Yeah, I was seeing like he kind of like.
He puts in the
Yeah.
effort.
That's what I was thinking. What's up with that pencil though? You feeling it?
No.
Oh, I thought you was.
For the varsity game, I'm stealing it because I don't have a pencil.
Okay.
I'm gonna bring it in.
Yeah, at this point, right.
And I feel like nobody ever has one. Bring it back.
I'm hyped too. But I can hit that. 1 minute. I love hitting the hoop.
That's the best you got? You gotta get some love. I'm not trying to add to the number. It's like, shit. Oh, look at you. Can you know what grade they're in? Can you circle the grade that's fresh?
Yeah.
I tried to make it easier. Because I have to.
Really fast.
Yeah.
You can circle with a pen.
Okay, JP is sophomore.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why we better use it.
Welcome back to the second half of the season opener of the JV basketball games, December 10th. Here we go. First half, 35-15, final score. Let's see what we're going to be doing today. Joining me, Andrew Patton. What's going on?
Absolutely. How you doing, Noel?
Doing pretty good.
Seahawks really gotten out to a fast start of this game. You see the steal by Soares now on the fast break. Pass to Jackson, layup no good. And Washington takes possession with the rebound.
Great start. Just the finish was a little too fast for the Seahawks there.
Now Seahawks control the loose ball. Soares with it. Now Copes in the corner. Thought about taking the three. He's going to pull up mid-range, off back iron. And the Jaguars now pushing on the fast break. Stop, pop three, way off. And the Jaguars with the offensive rebound. Now long two. There's an air ball.
Bad hop right there. Ball bounced right off Ricardo. Getting the Jaguars ball back down on the right side of the court.
And now passing to Jones. In the corner, right corner three is off by Bailey. And the rebound by Copes up to Jackson. Now Soares on the wing. Inside to Harrington, gets stolen. And now Jaguars looking to get something going, get this first points here in the second half. Try and set something up here on offense. That's pass inside. Nice drive right there. And
good defense right there. A little action right there in the back, though, by Parker. It looked like either a possible over the back or a little bit of hit right there in the hand on the backside.
And Frazier at the line to shoot, too. Once again, trying to get this first points of the second half for both teams.
Now, since you're joining me, what do you think about the first half? What do you think happened in the first half?
I thought it was great for the Seahawks. They're up by 20 as first free throws no good by Frazier. But I think one thing the Seahawks want to worry about right now and will improve throughout the season is the turnovers.
I would agree with that. I mean, there were definitely a couple turnovers that could have been definitely
erased.
Yeah. Sorry, just had a little mind blank right there.
As Frazier misses both free throws. Jaguars still with it now. Pass inside, intended for Frazier. That's going to be a foul right there.
Ooh, that was a tough call right there. Jordan Brandenburg looked like he was pretty much on him, but little hip action, I guess, in the back. Ref calls it a push foul.
Yeah, that's the first of the game for Brandenburg. Team's second already, a minute 28 into the third quarter. Nice steal right there by Copes, though. Now Copes on the fast break. 2 against 3 for the Seahawks. 3 by Soares on the run, and he banks it in.
And the bank is open, December 10th, season opener. I mean, you can't beat that, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, Soares having a great game so far. Looking to keep it up. Ball's knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Jaguars. The ball is tipped out by Copes. Working on Jones there.
Good defense right there. It looked like it was another bad hop on Ricardo Copes. He's not doing he's getting pretty unlucky right now.
It's a three. It's just off the mark by Hammond. Now the Seahawks with the rebound. Copes, nice pass inside to Jackson. Layup just rolls off the rim. Put back by Harrington, won't go. And that's going to be, looks like a foul on the floor here. Let's see who it's on. As that's going to go on number 5, Nasir Bailey. As here's the highlight play of the Soares running three. Nice bank shot right there.
You can't beat that. I mean, especially when you use the backboard for that. I mean, it just looks perfect. I mean, going from the backboard right into that net, making that nice little swoosh, it's perfect. Absolutely. Seahawks taking a timeout, it looks like, just trying to slow things down and regather everything up.
Yeah, only a 30-second timeout. We'll stay with you, ladies and gentlemen, at home. But as I was saying, Nicky Soares having a great game so far, really showing what he can do on this opening night. He's really playing an impact not only on the offensive side, but on the defensive side as well, getting a couple steals in this game.
Definitely. I mean, as we get in about halfway through the third quarter, I start seeing some people coming in. It looks like people are trying to come watch a little bit of the end of the JV game and then getting ready for the varsity game.
Absolutely. One of those days last year I want to talk about was the Snow Hill game. I remember there was 3 games that day. JV, girls varsity, and boys varsity. Is a nice drive by Copes. Brandenburg mid-range, too strong. Gets tipped up by Copes. Ball was out of bounds. It's going to go Jaguars' way. But there was 3 games that day. Went from 10 a.m., 12 p.m., and 2 p.m. These stands were sold out for all 3 games.
I definitely agree with that. I mean, it was crazy how that was going on. I mean,
just shows the fan support right now is at an all-time high, especially after the Seahawks winning back-to-back state championships. As jump ball's on the ground, and it's going to go Seahawks' way as the possession there is pointing towards Decatur. Another loose ball turnover this game for Washington. It's been a key to this game for both squads, really, those turnovers.
Definitely agree. I mean, we only have 3 points scored in the third quarter and the second half right now. I mean, let's see if the Seahawks can bring some stuff together.
Sora's getting doubled. Great bounce pass there into the post. Harrington goes up with it. It's too short. This ball gets tipped out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Seahawks here as they will pass it in under the hoop. Jackson to pass it in.
I will say the offensive rebounds that the Seahawks get, I mean, it is ridiculous. I mean, it's great that we have all these guys.
So the Seahawks went with a break play there right off of the inbound. And break plays on the inbound is really one of those plays that can not only make a move, but get somebody open. And when there is a guy open, it distracts the defense, especially on break plays, because one person can attract 2 players, I feel like, as the layup is no good by Harrington.
I would definitely agree with what you just said before that. I mean, it's really difficult to guard 2 guys, especially when they're so big.
Yeah, break plays are, in my opinion, one of the toughest plays to defend in basketball. It's almost like a misdirection, I feel like. You got one guy going to the right, one guy going to the left, and then you can also have somebody like the point guard back up towards the 3-point line that attracts the defenders inside, and then that point guard up top usually is always wide open for threes. Ball's on the ground. And tough layup there by James, just off. Rebound by Bredenberg. Now pass up, fast break. Jackson with the open lane and finishes on the layup. Now Jaguars, Seahawks running half-court press here. Great defense by Copes. James wide open mid-range, short. It's off the front iron there. Now rebound by Hammond.
Came down a little bit on that, Caleb Porter-Wise. I mean, it's a tough play. I mean, especially when you're down there, you want to block that ball. I mean, but it's just you got to really watch that downward movement on your arms.
So Hammond with a chance to get some 2 free throws here. Make this a 23-point game. And we're not quite at that point yet, but I feel like for Washington, with how this game's going, it's still the third quarter, but it's almost one of those where you're looking for things to improve on and get some baskets here going into their next game and look for the positives.
I would definitely agree with that.
As Hammond goes 1 for 2 on his free throws. Now Seahawks looking to push here as Wise loses out of bounds, and the Jaguars are going to retain possession here.
Good thing with sports in general, there's always a winner and a loser. I mean, even if you are that winner or loser, there's always something that you can always look at and focus on and get better at, no matter if you win. I mean, even this state championship game this year, I mean, it looked like there was a couple things that gone wrong, but it looked like they stayed together. I mean, they obviously stayed together because they won 13-12.
Yeah. That main thing was just winning that game. That's going to be a travel right there. Too many steps up and down right there for Daron Frazier. And that game was really just a team effort. Like I said, like you said, really. There were some things that weren't pretty, but the Seahawks won the game, and that was the main thing. Just winning the game, team effort, nice pass inside, and one for Jordan Bredenberg.
Great look. I mean, you can't beat that. Jordan Bredenberg, tall, got that ball right up there at the tippy top of that peak that he can go, puts that thing up, gets an end wall, and draws the foul. It's awesome, man. I mean, this is what I see the Stephen Decatur Seahawks going to be doing.
See the highlight right there. With the great pass inside, great feed to a very tall Jordan Bredenberg. He played a huge impact last year on this JV squad. Should stay on this JV squad again this year. Playing a big impact in this game as well. Just like I say, the height's really paying dividends as Bredenberg converts on the M1.
Ooh, looks like we got a violation.
Yeah, it's going to be a lane
number
violation.
11.
Yeah.
Looks like the little down to the load position into his legs kind of got him. Thought he was going to go right up and down, but he kind of stayed there for a second, loaded it in.
Seahawks running half-court press again. Great defense here with the Seahawks. Nice show move there by Jones. Ball's on the ground, and the Seahawks come away with it. Now Seahawks trying to get it past half court here as they do. Now Knox gets it stolen, and the Jaguars pushing. They don't have numbers. Tries to get inside, and that's going to be a turnover right there on the Jaguars. It's going to go Seahawks' way.
I will say it looked like a couple steps were in those 2 steps, I think. But, I mean, just coming through, I mean, the ref saw saw everybody in there. I mean, you know, the rest see it better than us up here because they got an on-court view.
Absolutely. They have the best angle on this game. Trust the referee says most of the time is that the deep two by Wise. It's short. Nice tip out there by Sharkey, and Seahawks are going to retain possession here. Now, nice hop step by Wise. Too strong on the floater. And now the rebound by the Jaguars. Pass up to James. Kick out, 3. That's good. So that 3 was good by Shawnell Jones.
Getting to the end of this quarter, I mean, I will say I think there's been a little bit more scoring from the Jaguars than the Seahawks. I mean,
yeah, Seahawks right now winning this quarter 7-4, but for the Jaguars, like I said, compared to those last 2 quarters, it's been very successful. Like again, only scoring 4 points in this quarter, but the Seahawks really dominated that first half. Starting to slow down here a little bit. Decatur has not been as dominant.
Looks like we're running a 2-2-1 on a fast break.
A couple possession changes here. Jaguars coming away with it. Counts a 4-on-3. Floater gets rejected by Sharkey. Now Sharkey up to Sandifer. Great bounce pass to Knox. Seahawks going to try and slow it down. Sharkey drives in the paint. Hook shot. Banks it in.
Once again, bank is open. December 10th, season opener.
Absolutely. Seahawks running a half-court press once again here as Knox and Stokes double teaming. And that's going to be a turnover right there. Ball's off the hands of Shawnell Jones. And that's one of those things where, once again, the half-court press, Jones looked a little bit intimidated there. Trying to get it past half-court. Just great defense there by Stokes and Knox. They've been running that half-court press for the past 2 minutes now.
Number 15, Kyra White, coming in as well as number 14, Jackson Scott. See what they can do with this Seahawks offense and defense.
Absolutely. Knox with it. Great defense here by Jones. Yep. That's going to be a push foul right there on Jones.
Yeah, right there where you get that action with your hips, where you kind of like bump them. I mean, especially when they start falling back out of control, you can kind of tell when they're either flopping or they're just actually going with it. But yeah, that was definitely a go with it.
That's a great pass inside. And that is Jackson Scott right there on the layup. Now Washington Sandifer falls down. Nice drive right here by James. Floater's just off. That's Jones there, my apologies. There's a nice steal by Scott. Down the fast break, clear lane to the basket. Layup just off. And the Jaguars pushing once again here. Now Jones tries to get inside right there to Nasir Bailey.
As this ball goes out of bounds, I mean, hey, Jackson Scott showed up to play today. I mean,
he really did.
He got that fast break. I mean, he did miss that layup, but things happen. It's all right. I mean, going back with that little layup, the first one, I mean, that was a great shot.
And here's the highlight play of this great drive by Sharkey and the hook shot with the right hand. As 22nd timeout here by Washington. We'll take a short break. Be right back with you. All right, coming back to you after that short 30-second timeout there by the Jaguars. Just catch a breather there.
Yes, sir. I mean, you can't go wrong.
As the floater by James, the air ball.
And a putback right by number 5 on the Jaguars.
Nice putback right there. Now Stokes. White. Back to Stokes. Stokes getting double teamed at the top of the key. Gets to Knox. Knox wing 3. And it's good.
Right there, wide open. I mean, might as well take that shot if you're wide open.
Knox taking a few threes tonight. Playing a big impact here beyond the arc. Now Hammond with it. And that's going to be a travel right there on that left elbow. Working on Sandifer there. As here's the highlight and replay of this Knox 3 from the wing. Really wide open, knocks it down.
Man, for a little guy, I mean, that was a really good shot by him.
Absolutely.
I mean, I'll tell you.
White can double team, gets around it. Tough floater, won't go. Put back by Scott, almost bounces in. And Stokes with the offensive rebound, he chases that loose ball there. Now Stokes inside to Scott. Tries to get inside to White, and it's just off his fingertips. And the Jaguars are going to take it here. 45.1 seconds left here in this third quarter. If you're Washington here, want to try and get a basket. Have some confidence going into the fourth quarter. As there it is. The floater by Taylor is good. As it bounced in there. Now Seahawks trying to get over 50 points here going into this fourth quarter. They will have the last shot as the shot clock is turned off. Great pass inside to Sandifer.
Great look right there. I mean, you can't go. That's just how basketball works. Get a little give and go action.
And now the drive. Jaguars went a little bit too quick there. As ball tips off James's hands and goes out of bounds. 10 seconds left now in this third quarter. Decatur will have the last shot here. Once again, expect them to go decently fast here. With 10 seconds, you have some time, but you do got to set up a shot quick. As they get it to White. White, wide open three. It's way off and tipped and controlled by the Jaguars. Last second shot. Looks like we may have a foul here. That last second shot there. And yes, we are.
All I can say to that is, I mean, you can't really foul there at the end of the quarter. I mean, that's really tough.
So here's a nice pass inside by Scott into Sandifer with the easy layup. As they're going to put 0.7 on the clock there. As that was a foul in the Seahawks there. It's going to go on Kyer White, his first of the game. Team's fifth. And I'll tell you, I mentioned it a little bit last year with the bonus. Every single time it feels like a team gets in the bonus, it's in the last minute of the quarter.
I would agree with that. I mean, especially, and that's the time when you just want the time to run out, especially get that new quarter coming back in.
As the first free throw by Jones is good. And it's really these 8-minute quarters. They go by super fast, and 5 fouls in 8 minutes, it can be tough. And when teams do get in the bonus, like I said, it's in the last 30 seconds to a minute, and you really can't do too much with that. I feel like at the extent of the quarters, maybe 2 to 4 minutes, you'll be seeing not only more fouls, but more free throws as well.
I would agree. Shawnell Jones shooting his third shot.
His third shot is just off there. Here White with a rebound. That's going to do it for the third quarter with the Seahawks up 51-25 over the Jaguars. We're right back with you to start the fourth.
I just have to show him. What's that? He doesn't know how to turn them on. He said, I don't know where the lights are. Oh, steering. Oh, yeah. No. Huh? Oh. Are they in here? Okay.
Here we go, coming back, fourth quarter of the JV game. I mean, Decatur Seahawks up by 26. I mean, it's been a show, I'll tell you that. Sitting up here in these seats, it's been a good game so far.
It really has, and especially that third quarter. I feel like it was mostly even. At halftime, it was 35-15. Seahawks now 51-25. Seahawks won that quarter 16-10. So pretty even quarter for the most part.
I would agree with that. I mean, right there, Scott goes on the ground. I mean, I've seen a lot from Scott so far as he came in the middle of the third quarter. Right now, I mean, he's trying his heart out to maybe get in the game some more often.
Absolutely. He's doing a great job so far. Scott with it on the wing. Now kick out, three by Davis, just off. Scott with the rebound, gets tipped. Loose ball rolls out of bounds. Looks like it's going to stay with the Seahawks. Yes, it is. As Knox to inbound. But there definitely has been some loose balls in this game. A couple turnovers out of it. A couple of them have rolled out of bounds just like that. But ball's been on the ground a lot this game. One of those things we're going to try and keep is Knox with the 3. Almost bounces in. And now the rebound by Green. Now Green pushing inside. Drives 1-on-2. Nice finish. Cannot get it to go, though. Great drive. Layup left it short. Now pull up 2 by Jones, just off. Now the Seahawks with the rebound.
Starting the fourth, I mean, we're really starting fast, I'll tell you that.
Yes, that's going to be a jump ball there. Possession error Seahawks, so they're going to stay with it. And that drive right there by Green just reminded me that there has been some very good drives in this game. And I'll tell you, I cannot believe Green did not finish that layup there. He had a great drive. 1-on-2. Just left the layup short. So ball's on the ground once again. Davis falls on it and holds it.
Great call right there. Timeout.
It's going to be a timeout by the Seahawks. Let's see if that's 30-second or full. It's going to be a 30-second. So we will stay on with you, ladies and gentlemen, at home real quick. Been a very good game for the Seahawks, and they're trying to close it out good. Washington, no points been scored really yet in this fourth quarter.
Right here in this short little break, I want to hear your thoughts. I've been talking about the football championship a little bit here and there, but I want to hear what your thoughts are on the whole thing.
Unfortunately, I was not able to go to the game, but I was watching it on TV. And I don't know, it's one of those games, the defense looked really good, I thought. They had a tough time stopping the run at times. But and the offense was a little bit shaky here and there. But like I said earlier in the game, the Seahawks won. That's the main thing that matters. Winning that state championship once again, back-to-back, especially in those big games. It's the last game of the year. Just looking to win, really.
I will say those seniors definitely put everything they got out, left on that field.
They really did. Stand in front of the free throw line. Now Harrington, pull up 2, won't go. Nice run in there by Scott. And the putback is way off, and now the Jaguars control it. That's Jones. Nice pass inside to Green. Great rejection.
Oh my gosh, what a block. I mean, you can't beat that. Right off the backboard. I mean, that's just out of here. I mean, that ball's soaring down the Snow Hill right now.
Yeah, that was a great block right there by Parker Harrington. They rejected that. Here's the replay. See the great pass inside and the rejection by Parker Harrington. I'm telling you, it's that height. That height and the wingspan of Harrington, able to get to that ball and reject it. And like you said, send it back to Snow Hill. That's a great drive right there. White just leaves it on the rim. The Jaguars with it.
Good defense right there by Keenan Sandifer. I mean, way to not draw that foul. I mean, he was really shuffling his feet with them.
As Jones drives inside, gets fouled. So foul's going to go on Parker Harrington. His third of the game, team's first of this fourth quarter. Now Jones at the line. Looking to make both here as after this free throw. Caden Sharkey will be checking in. I would assume for Parker Harrington, since he has 3 fouls.
I would assume as well.
Center on center. But let's see. And yes, it is.
And you were right.
Center on center. That's what you really expect. Parker Harrington taking a well-deserved seat here, taking a well-deserved break. He's played really great in this game. His second free throw is short by Jones. Jones goes 0 for 2 from the line. Now Davis with it. Tries to control it, almost loses it. Now ball's on the ground. Kyer White still with it. Pass to Sandifer, 2, just short, off the side of the iron there.
Man, I will tell you, the crowd started jumping a little bit when Kyer White got that ball.
They did. Great aggressiveness there by Kyer White, and great concentration to stay with that.
Right there, as you see, Kyer White really getting aggressive. I mean, that's what you need in this high school basketball. You can have that aggression now once you get to this level. I mean, and that really stands out from different people when you really step on the court.
And aggression comes to control as well. It's the floater right there by Sharkey's just off back iron. Scott gets fouled. So foul's going to go on number 15, Torian Taylor.
Ref called that a hit. Looked like it was either a hit in the face.
Yeah, it's Taylor's 4th of the game. And now Jackson Scott at the line looking to make both. As he makes the first. I'll tell you, that was the first points of the 4th quarter there. We are 2 minutes and 46 seconds into this 4th quarter. First points being scored. Scott goes 1 for 2 from the line. Tries to get the offensive rebound. Can't come up with it. That's going to be a foul right there. So that's going to go on Kyer White. His second for the Seahawks. Team's second of the 4th quarter. But there's been definitely some fouls here in this last minute. Been a little bit sloppy to start this 4th quarter.
I definitely agree. I mean, coming back to that aggression part, I mean, you can have that aggression, but just when it's a little bit too much, those refs know. I mean, that's what they're trained to do. I mean, play the game of basketball nice and fair for each team.
Want to try and come into control as well as a deep 3 by Jones, just off the mark there out the side of the iron once again. This ball gets tipped out of bounds, and the Seahawks going to retain possession here.
Jordan Brandenburg, number 44, subbing in for Caden Sharkey, number 33. Another center on center.
Yeah, seen a couple of center changes here for the Seahawks. Started out with Harrington, then went with Sharkey, and now Brandenburg checking in here for Sharkey. Will likely play the rest of this game.
Taylor, number 15, coming out of the game.
The centers have really played a huge impact in this game. Talk about the guards, but it really has been the front court, not only on defense, but on offense as well. Played a big impact. This corner 3 by Scott. That one's just off the mark there. Now pass up in transition. James almost gets rejected by White. Now loose ball gets knocked out of bounds. It's going to go Seahawks way.
Not sure if you could see that actually on this broadcast very well, but I mean, Kyer White saw that ball going out of bounds and actually stood in front of that ball to let it go out of bounds so none of the players could hit it off him or anything.
That's going to be a travel right there on Bentley Davis. Trying to get up the court there. And travels in basketball. Remember, we talked about physical and mental errors. I feel like, at least for me, that's more of a physical error than a mental error. I don't know. Because I feel like it's a bit of both, though.
I agree with. I think it is both. I mean,
you can argue both.
It's definitely that mindset of I can't take more than 2 steps with my gather, and then I mean sometimes your body just needs that extra step. I mean, hey, I mean some things happen, but
absolutely, it really does. Like I said, opening night, that's going to happen. Just getting to the start of the year, and both these teams play some scrimmages. But this is the first real game, first real shot to see what these teams got. Those things are going to happen. Bottom line. It's bounce pass inside there. As Frazier got double teamed there, it's going to go Seahawks way. Another turnover right there for the Jaguars. Looks like Wise is going to check in here at the next break. Now Davis getting pressed at the half-court line. Sandifer, free throw line jumper, short. Tries to get his own miss, falls on the ground there. Now pass up, James. As Kyer White jumped over. Wow.
Wasn't expecting that.
James there, wow.
I will tell you, I mean, that is definitely a move to cancel out that foul.
Yeah, I think we got to get a replay of that if we can get it. Here we go. Right here, jumps right over him.
Man.
What a hurdle. A little bit of Saquon Barkley there.
A little bit. Looked like that backwards movement he got on that game.
Except that was forwards, but that was top 10 plays of the year, I'll tell you that, though. As a drive inside. And now falls on the ground. Seahawks taking it here. Wise. Pass inside to White. Tries to go with the Euro step there. And now turnover. And Bailey up with it. So he gets fouled.
I think that's just an out-of-bounds call.
It's out of bounds.
Yeah, it looked like it was pretty clean. Guess the ref didn't think that there was that much contact in it.
So the Jaguars inbound there. Get out Hammond on the elbow. 2. Good shot right there by Gavin Hammond.
A little fadeaway action.
Absolutely. Great shot.
Here we go with about 3 minutes left of the 4th quarter.
It's going to be a travel once again on Davis. It's about his 4th of the game.
Man, I mean, I will definitely say, I mean, definitely an up and down. I mean, that's very tough to deal with personally. I mean,
Yeah, it really is.
because it happens right at the moment, and then literally a split second after, you're like, man, I know what happened there.
No, it is. It absolutely is. With 2:58 here in this fourth quarter. As Knox is going to check in here for Kyrie White. And now Bailey. It's inbound here for the Jaguars once again to the basket. And the Jaguars go with a break play. Pass out. And now James tries to get inside to Bailey. Ball gets knocked out of bounds, and it's last touched by Bailey. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. Do you think the Seahawks, I know they have 52 points right now, do you think they have a shot at getting 60? Is that the backcourt right there on Davis? But do you think they have a shot to get 60 here?
Not sure exactly. I mean, it's going to have to come from them, you know. I mean, coming with the team. I mean, I will say if they get the ball down there and keep it down there for 30 to a minute, I think Jackson Scott could put up 2 to 4 points, a couple baskets here and there. I mean, I think he definitely could.
I agree. But try and get it on the side as much as possible. The Seahawks done a really great job of that tonight. It's a great tip right there by Davis. The shot is just off right there by the Jaguars. Now Wise pushing it. 2-on-4. Knox, rainbow shot right there as that hit the top of the backboard and it goes out of bounds. That's one of those things, you know, hitting the top of the backboard there. It's pretty rare to see, and what's even more rare is it's happened before, hitting that silver iron up there.
Yup.
It usually happens when it hits on the back of the iron. It just goes straight back and up. And that's obviously automatic possession for the other team. But I think we may have only seen that, like, I'd say 3 times last year. Really rare to see. And now Davis with it, getting double teamed right in front of the half-court line. Davis drives. Nice Euro step behind the back pass. Wise grabs the loose ball. Now Davis, top of the key 3, almost bounces in there. Seahawks on the ground, Jaguars as well. It's going to be a jump ball right there. It's going to stay with Decatur. Now the minute 43 here.
Both went up for the game. Both went up for the ball right there. I mean, both came down, and I mean, I like that intensity that Jackson Scott is going to come up with the ball. I mean, you know that's just meaning, like, it's my ball, it's my court. I mean, like, especially.
As a 3 by Davis from the corner. Almost bounces in once again. Davis getting unlucky here from beyond the arc. It's about his 3rd shot of the game. That's had a chance of bouncing in or rattling it. And it's just off there, but definitely not, as I call it, the home court bounce.
I would agree with that.
Now Bailey drives on the baseline. Floater's too strong. Ball gets knocked up in the air. Bailey's able to stay with it. Now Taylor in the corner. Drives baseline. Floater almost rolls in. And the rebound by Brandenburg. Now Davis pushing. 3-on-2 here for the Seahawks. Floater by Davis. Great finish right there. So we're going to have a timeout right here by the Jaguars with 1:02 left in this 4th quarter. We'll take a short break. We'll be right back with you. All right, coming back to you with 1:02 left in the ball game. Decatur up 54-27, and all around it's just been a solid game for the Seahawks tonight. And I think the one thing that they're really going to focus on, though, is limiting those turnovers. But besides that, they've been pretty good tonight.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, that was a nice floater right there over Jordan Brandenburg. I mean, that's a tough shot right there. I mean, he really got up there.
He's tall too, like we just mentioned a few minutes ago. We all know
Now with the 39.3 seconds left with the game, I mean, we really need to just slow the ball down. We got to limit the turnovers. I mean, especially with the less than a minute time left, you don't want those shots to keep adding up on the board.
I agree. As that Hammond jumper right there is an air ball. And now the Seahawks get the rebound with 22 seconds left here. And yeah, Jackson Scott can just hold it. And Davis is going to pull the three. And it's just off the mark there. Ball gets tipped out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Seahawks. 11.5 seconds left. Really no reason to shoot it there. But Seahawks decided they wanted to. But now, once the Seahawks get it in here, solid chance they just hold it, end this game. That's going to be a turnover. As the Jaguars have the chance to get one last shot off here. As Bailey, corner three. It's off the back iron. Wise with the rebound. And that's going to do it for the JV game tonight as the Seahawks take this one 54-29. Great game for the Seahawks, Nolan. Great to join you tonight.
You too. Once again, December 10th season opener. Can't wait to see what Varsity's going to do tonight. Hopefully we can have another win just like JV did.
Absolutely. And we will see you, ladies and gentlemen, for the varsity game.